Hello and welcome to the Herbalist Apothecary. I'm Stefan Jorgensen, herbalist. I'd like to speak to you today about a little plant which you'll find growing in grass. A lot of the time it'll flower all the way through summer, from almost like the end of May right through till August, September time. And there's this gorgeous little thing. It's called self-heal, and the Latin name for it is prunella vulgaris. You can see the tiny little flowers and the leaves, and there's the root. So it's a potent medicine in this. As the name says, self-heal. It will heal yourself. Yeah. So whatever conditions that you've got, basically, if you've got anything from a headache through to cancer, self-heal fixes all. It's one of the plants which is an immunomodulator. That means it sort of modulates the immune system and makes it function more efficiently. Really, it gives it a good belt to make it, strengthens it and makes it function more efficiently. So if you need anything to just boost up from colds to fever, this is one of the plants that you make a tea out of, and you could drink it maybe 2-3 cups of tea a day, and it'll really help with that. It's also an astringent, which means it strengthens and tones tissue, and that is internal tissue. So for internal bleeding, it's one of those that will strengthen that up and help stop it. It will also works really well for like diarrhea, if you use drink the leaf from it. So anything that is, it's a cooling herb, so it means that any types of any problems that you've got that are result of overactivity in the system, which is called like a hot condition, then use a cooling herb such as self-heal here. It's also antiviral, and it's cooling and balancing. So for antiviral for all viral infections, and particularly with this coronavirus thing going around now, it's one of those ones. It'll really help your body stay strong. It'll also reduce the symptoms and it's an anti-inflammatory, so to bring down any inflammation in the system as well, and work for like Crohn's disease as well. It's one of those ones for the as an anti-inflammatory. It'll work well for that sort of stuff. Teas are the best way to take stuff for that, and it's the top part, the leaf and the little flower tops just there. Getting back to, it's a balancing herb, so for literally all conditions of imbalance, from vertigo to tinnitus to dizziness or anything like that, it'll really work very well on it. So for the whole system, if it's out of balance at all, this is again one of the magic little herbs to use. It's also one of the ones, well, for if you're if there's like suppressed anger and irritability and stuff like that in the system, it'll cool down the heat of the fire of anger, and it'll sort of soften it and bring it to a nice balance. It works on the liver as well, so it'll cool a hot liver, and usually like anger is sort of stored in the liver. So if you're an angry person, I'd clear it out with some self-heal or a cooling herb such as dandelion root as well. It's used for, like I said, hypertension as well, and also for hyperthyroidism. It's one of the herbs that will balance the thyroid, so it's a wonderful one. Again, if in doubt, think of balancing, and this is the herb to use for it. It's non-toxic, and like I say, it grows in grass. It can grow up to where we've got the grass here at the front of the apothecary. It can grow up when we don't cut it. To what, 6 inches, 6 inches, even as high as 8 inches it can, if you just let it go. So, for fatigue, for cancers, it works well, and it is one of the plants that I absolutely love. Very, very simple. It's one of our native plants, and go looking for it and say hello to it. You can just see it just there once more. Self-heal. Prunella vulgaris. thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy that.